Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and this is Cosmic Tarot. This is going to be a collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus reading. So eat the meat, spit out the bones, take what resonate, and leave the rest behind. All right. So I've been excited. I wasn't going to give a reading today, but I felt like I wanted to come on here and kind of keep some consistency. I've been working on some other stuff that you guys are going to see coming out soon, but I'm not ready to give it away yet. Page of Swords in reverse coming out. So someone could definitely be interested in what you got going on with the Page of Wands in reverse, meaning somebody here could be trying to get the scoop on you, trying to figure out what it is that you got going on, what you doing, who you talking to, who you seeing. Someone who feels left out in the cold from you. Someone who feels like y'all didn't get something about like them not getting their turn in the sun with you, or I don't know. This person, I'm picking up on someone's energy who was playing games, but they thought that you were also playing games, and now they feel like they lost an opportunity here with you because they see you moving forward and you being someone who is not. Yeah, because at the beginning, the Two of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Empress here. So you were someone who was very long term in this person's mind, but they played too many games. They could have thought that you were too high maintenance, maybe with the Empress card here, but this person was very much interested in coming towards you, but things didn't work out. Page of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. You decided to walk away from this connection here because with the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles in reverse, this person was giving you this energy of someone who was not this person was the reason why it may not have worked out with you and this person is because this person was very focused on maybe like their career, their legacy, something here in the material world. Like this person was very, yeah, the Nine of Wands here in reverse. I don't think that you could have been a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy here, Earth sign energy here. It doesn't have to be, but it could have been. But I feel like, you know, you cut this person off. You aren't taking the breadcrumbs anymore. You aren't allowing this person's energy to manipulate you. Like you've walked away. You pulled your energy back. Like this person is not Knight of Wands here in reverse. And this person is trying to chase after you with some communication here, collective. But whoever this person was, this person, they played some type of game here and lost. Somebody was playing games with you, and it didn't work out because they wanted to. This person wanted to breadcrumb you. Seven of Swords in reverse. This person could manipulate the situation. It's been very deceptive, lie. Told you that you were the only one that they were talking to or seeing. Meanwhile, this person was juggling 3 or 4 different women, 3 or 4 different men. Hell, 2 men and 2 women. This person could be doing a whole bunch of stuff that you did not know about. Ooh, excuse me. 3 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. This person, this person played too many games here. They was running because they were afraid. Anyway, enough about this person. But this person's gonna try to come back and reach out to you. But you're gonna be very defensive, and I don't see you giving them a second chance. With the Three of Swords in reverse, yeah. They know that you're moving on to bigger and better things. You got better people who actually will collaborate and treat you right. This is not a romantic situation. This could be a friendship that went sour, but the person want to come back and see if you're still open to being friends, because they know that you got more lucrative isn't the right word. More reciprocal friendships, like you can be a very giving person, but at some point you need to also receive. And it's not like you even, like, let's say you, for me, okay, let me give you an example. I love to cook. I love having friends over and making dinner and just hanging out at my house. I'm a very homebody kind of person. So I want to, come over, let's cook, mostly me. I don't even want you in my kitchen for real. It's not even that big. So you come out here and you can sit down, watch TV, put something on, get you a drink, let me get in the kitchen and cook something. And and I'll do that once or twice a week, depending on who is coming over. My one friend, he comes over quite a few times, and we kind of just hang out, smoke, hang out, watch TV, drink, nothing like that. We're very nothing like that. But he hit me up yesterday. He was like, "Hey, you want to come over for dinner?" And I was like, "Oh, I can't today. I'm already cooking dinner." "What about tomorrow?" Yeah, tomorrow's fine. So 9 times out of 10, I won't say 9 times, but most of the times, I don't mind cooking, but every now and then he'll like, "Oh, you want to come over?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So it's even though it's not a 1-to-1 return ratio, it's still it's nice that people will go out of their way. And I'm not saying, oh, he can't afford to have extra. It's not like that at all. It's just, I'm just the one that is always offering to cook. He's always the one that's driving, because I hate to drive. So he's always like, "Let's go." I'm like, "Okay, cool, you drive." That's just how our friendship works. You know what I mean? So this was someone who was not, they wanted you to do all the heavy lifting, and you got tired in the Four of Cups. You starting to understand how codependency can look in different ways. Codependency isn't always just somebody borrowing money. It could be someone who is constantly needing you to reassure them, needing you to fix their problems here. And I think the best way I've ever heard codependency described is it is a over what is it? It's like a over importance in someone else's life, you putting importance on someone else's life and their situations over your own stuff. So you will drop anything to go be there for somebody. You'll do, and this isn't always a bad thing, right? But at the end of the day, you sacrifice what you got going on. I need to. This is another thing for me too as well. It's I know I need to say I was going to work out, but I know so-and-so is going to call me. That's going to eat into my gym time. So, I'll sacrifice my gym time to do this. You know what I mean? Or you will sacrifice, maybe that's not the best excuse, because a lot of people will do that. I know I will for some money. But that's here or there. But, it is a overly, this person needs your opinion. Your opinion of their life matters more than their own. That's them being codependent, and you don't have time for all that. You got too much shit going on, right? So let's see what we got coming towards you, okay? I want to see what's going on now and what's coming towards you. So right now, we got the Strength card here, front and center. So you are becoming more confident in yourself. You're becoming more courageous, more outgoing. You could be, and even with this confidence and this strength, there's coming this tamed energy too. It's your ability to emotionally regulate. There we go. Ooh, yeah. Oh. Heavy metal. Ooh. Pressure is just. That just hit someone really, really hard, because I know some of you have struggled with emotional regulation, and it's okay. I'm proud of you. I know you used to be someone who was very reactive, and it was almost like people would make fun of you. People would poke and prod and try to like get a rise out of you. Whoever this person that I'm connecting with, you've come a very long way. Leo energy, very strongly. Someone here who wears their emotions on their sleeves, like they wear their heart on their sleeves, but you can be very passionate, and you can love what you do and be very vocal and be very proud of who you are, but you don't have to let the opinions of others, impact your identity. So like, for example, okay, here's let's say you are a male ballerina. I don't know why I thought this, right? So you may have a certain stereotype for, towards male ballerinas, but maybe you're really proud in being a male ballerina, a male dancer, and all this stuff. And, there could be this, oh, well, he's, they may be talking about, oh, then them male ballerinas, they all, but you very, and I don't believe that at all, right? Obviously, and you're very proud of who you are, and though you've overcome that stereotype, that stigma, that like, oh, only, like only, like, would be a male ballerina. I don't know if you could say these words on YouTube or not, but you should be able to. I'm also trying to be funny, but it's like, you don't care anymore about what people think about you. You're not caught into the limitations of other people's, that's their psyche, that's their ego, that's their limited view on life, and we've all had to overcome them. And maybe you being who you are, you're shattering a lot of stereotypes of what people can do. Oh, what girls don't like anime, girls don't code, girls don't like to eat steak and beef and throw axes. And you're like, yes, the fuck I do. Yeah, the Three of Swords. These people are someone, a very rigid energy has to change their thinking around you, and it creates suffering for them, and they don't like that. They like the rigid, boxed-in world that they've created, and you defy that. You could be a whoever you are. People can't put you in a box. People don't know what box to put you in, and it causes some type of discomfort for them. King of Cups here. Yeah, you're a very loving energy. You're a very kind-hearted. You are a very giving, nurturing, protective, emotionally balanced person here with the Strength card and the King of Cups. Kudos to you, because you really have learned some emotional regulation and self-restraint, self-control. Let's say you have a mom or a dad who, you ever just have like someone in your family, then particularly a parent, but I'm using the parent for example, where they say certain things that aren't on the surface, negative, or, but if you were to like go underneath and like dig into it a little bit, because you know your parents, your family better than you. So what sounds like could be a compliment, like, oh man, like, for example, like, goodness, like, you must have all the time in the world, working from home. You must be so easy for you to keep your house clean, or you shouldn't have any worries when it comes to like, keeping your body together, staying in shape, because you work from home, right? And it's basically like saying, oh, you work from home, so you don't really do much, so there's no reason for you to be fat. Why are you still gaining weight? And something like that used to maybe like set you off. And then I'll be like, what are you talking about? All I said was it must be nice because you know what I mean? Like and you're just, you know what? Now instead of, you know what, you're trying to do the, you're like, yeah, you know what, working from home is, you know, it's been, you would say something like this, like, you know what, yeah, I'm very fortunate to have the ability to work from home. And, you know, sometimes I do miss going in person, but, you know, I still make sure that I do things outdoors and I get the exercise and the sun that I need. And sometimes I gotta be careful because you can't sit around in that chair too long and throw your back out. And see, it's going to create these tower moments. And this person is not, you know, this Empress has energy of just used to being daunted and, you know, treated like royalty. The tower is, you are also royalty. And you have this regalness where it's like, you've learned how to be nice, a polite bitch, you know, nice nasty. Where you've learned how to be corporate, a corporate meanie, where you can just, you know, you can play along with the fake tree. Especially, you know, this holiday season coming up, you gotta deal with them cousins, them aunties, them uncles, the people who really, and I know I've been speaking a lot about jealousy and paranoid people around you and you being guarded with your energy. And I don't want to incite that negative, you know, suspicious energy on you and be like, you need to look out for cousin Man and auntie Netta and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But, you know, I'm not sitting here feeling this shit for no fucking reason. It ain't just popped out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just imagining shade, as Cynthia would say. Ain't nobody just sitting here and imagining shit. You know, you done it just, if you feel this kind of way around somebody, you ain't just making shit up. It's not just in your head. You know, that's years of being conditioned by gaslighting and, you know, people who are influenced by low vibrational entities and spirits. But you've done the healing work. You've learned how to handle all that shit. And this 9, why I keep saying 9? The Magician is number 1. The Magician here and the Ace of Pentacles, they both won. 1-1. Tomorrow is December 11th. We got the Sun here, 1-9, and the Magician here. Something about mirrored energy here. People wanting you to feel how they feel. You know, I don't know about y'all, but my luck has been feeling pretty damn lucking lately. Like I've been feeling good, but despite that, there's been some type of anxiousness within me. Like I've been feeling very just, I need to be doing more, not doing enough. I look up and it's like, damn, it's already 2-something. How is it 2-something already? You know what I mean? It's like, what did you do all day? And I'm starting to get like this heavy feeling, and it's like, you know, I'll look up, I wake up around 7:38. You know, play around a little bit, drink some coffee, you know, get on my phone a little bit. Next thing I know, it's like, shit, it's 11 o'clock. Shit, it's 2 o'clock. And it's like, what have you done all day? And then it's sit back and I'm like, okay, well, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this. And it's like, no matter what you do, you could be outside changing a tire and, you know, solving world hunger. You look up and it's 4 o'clock. It's like the day is over with. And it's like this feeling of wasting energy, wasting time, not being productive. But that's all illusion. You know, think about how many times you just sit at work. People are sitting in the office, you know, and I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody. I'm just saying, like, you got to stop. I know this is me talking to me, but looking at you guys, that's like, you got to stop doing that to yourself. Like, just because you found a different way to do something and it's not the conventional way doesn't make it any less meaningful, doesn't make it any less important. And it doesn't mean that everybody is hating on you, everybody's jealous, everybody wishes they could do what you do, because at the end of the day, it takes a lot of work to do this. And I feel like I've been having to make it personal real quick. I feel like I've been projecting a lot of insecurities that I have still, around how I'm doing life now that I haven't completely surrendered to. And I'm gonna be 100% transparent with you. You know, it's when you don't have like a steady income for real, you get nervous about spending money in certain ways. Where like, especially during the holiday season, it's been kind of, you know, when you don't have a steady, stable thing, like you get nervous, like, oh, what if something happen? You know, and then it's a different type of. It's weird because everything in life has its ups and downs. Everything has a pro and a con list, you know. And if you think hard enough, you can make either the pro or the con list longer or shorter. It's just really depending on how you see things right now. And the Three of Pentacles here, Hierophant, and the Three of Swords in reverse here. Man, yeah, you're really redefining. You got like these wounds, these wounds here. It seems like from which is good. You're recovering with the Three of Swords in reverse. You have a lot of sorrow. It's like you feel guilty, like you feel bad. I mean, I don't know if you sitting in the office, if you on the construction site, if you babysitting, if you nanny, if you're unemployed, if you self-employed. Shout out to my entrepreneurs out there. It is. Ew. And shout out to my people who go into work 9 to 5. Shout out to my second shift. Shout out to the people who work overnights. Shout out to people who got 2-3 jobs. You know, the Uber Eats, the DoorDash. And like, you know, those are, I wish I could Uber Eat. I wish I could DoorDash, but I got, my driving record ain't the best. Glug, glug, glug. You seen that one, side note, there's these videos on YouTube where the guy, he's like singing the Tinder like date messages from people, and like this one guy in this girl's message, she's like, I got a IUD. He's like, damn, stop drinking and driving. She's like, that's a DUI, same shit. So as you come, like, what's it? That was so funny. Where my phone at? I forget. But it was like, you know, that happened to me. I got an IUD. But anyway, you know, those jobs, if I could, trust me, dog, let me tell you something. People out here embarrassed to Uber, embarrassed to DoorDash, embarrassed to do anything like that. Let me tell you something. I wish I could do something. That shit sounds so. That's what I'm looking for. You know, I appreciate the fact that we live in a time where people are starting to take autonomy of how they create wealth and their income. You know what I mean? Whereas in the past, it was very much, you know, you had to, there wasn't a lot of options. It was go get a job. Now, you can work, you know, a very simple 8-hour shift. And if you need some extra fun money, you can go and do Uber, you can do DoorDash, you can Instacart. You know what I mean? Like, we have so many different ways for us to build income in a very kind of like hands-off, ain't nobody really in your face. But like I said, you know, there's certain barriers that happen. Like, I gotta get my record together. Hopefully, I'm hoping by 2027 I should be able to DoorDash and at least do something like that if I need to. And you know, it'd be nice. I'm not a big fan of driving. Anyway, you know, I just wanted to say I think it's good that people know how to, if we need to, we could do something like that. Not everyone can, but if you are fortunate, just remember there's somebody who wishes they could be doing what you're doing. That's the moral of the story, y'all. There's always somebody who could be where you are, wishing that they were where you are. Justice here in reverse. Yeah, and you got people here who you may not understand it why, but there's a lot of people here who got this karmic. The justice here in reverse. Yeah. Immature people. Immature ass people here who feel like it's not fair. Like the way you live life isn't fair. It's like you did the work. What are you talking about, Mary? Like you put in the work, dude. This Three of Cups. Yeah, you got lots of celebrations and happiness coming towards you. Okay, you're gonna be having fun. You finna be somewhere getting your groove on. New Year's Eve and Christmas is coming up. What do you mean, and like they ain't never been around at the same time? Christmas and New Year's Eve are coming up, so you know we won't be celebrating, and we don't have time for these hating ass aunties and uncles. The spirit of missed opportunities, the spirit of regret, the spirit of just miserable, the spirit of I ain't never been nowhere but I got all the opinions in the world, the spirit of I ain't never did shit with my life but let me pontificate how you should live, the spirit of I ain't never jumped off the porch but I know everything and anywhere to go. You know, this is somebody who lives via Instagram reels on, ooh, girl, you can't be going out there. You know what you shut the fuck up. You ain't never left the house. What you talking about? Ooh, it's bad over there. How would you know? You sit in the house all day. And you know, I could be talking about myself, but I don't sit in the house all day. I get the fuck out. I be going places. But when I be in the house, I be in the house. Now, some people be out in these streets. I don't be out in these streets, but I know of the streets. I used to be. This candle didn't burn so weirdly. But you got a whole bunch of good stuff. I keep saying that you got a whole bunch of good stuff coming to you, and it's true. And you've been working so hard on building this strength, this confidence, whatever it is. You good, boo. Knight of Cups in reverse and the Temperance. Who's this Knight of Cups in reverse? It's this Chariot. Sweet Chariot. You're trying to balance something here. Let go of toxic thinkings. Ooh, the Knight of Cups and the Justice in reverse. What's that all about? Knight of Cups in reverse. Ooh, this could be... Okay. I see you as the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups in reverse. This could be... You about to hand somebody their karma. They're about to come in here and try to... Yeah, you're going to put something to bed. This is a karmic cycle that you're closing out with this Knight of Cups and the Justice here in reverse. This is a message here coming up. Someone is trying to love bomb you or... Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. Six of Swords and the Page of Swords. Somebody about to get a karmic lesson here. And the Knight of Cups in reverse, I think this is them coming to you. But you're about to balance this and move away from them. Somebody here lost access to you. They're losing access to you. And the Justice in reverse is like, this is, they don't think it's fair. You may not think it's fair either. But it may be have to just... Let me get the situation real quick. Yeah, Seven of Wands in reverse and the Fool in reverse. I feel like Page of Cups in reverse. This person is kind of immature. I don't know. Somebody is like halfway. It's yeah. This could be that person from the beginning of the reading. Is it the same person? Yeah, it's that same person. Somebody want to come around and try it again, but you don't have time for them. You could be already in a relationship, or you could be with somebody else, or you could just be. I see you. You could possibly be moving in the future. The Empress here again. Yeah, you very much. You are moving towards something here that's going to be better for you. You're about to be in your Empress energy, your nurturing, your giving, and you moving away from this toxicity. The Page of Wands. You definitely getting the fuck. Yes. Yes, you are moving away from all this toxic. You got so much good stuff coming towards you. This Knight of Cups, this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, this love bombing, watery, like, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, but they don't ever do nothing to show it energy. This person only come around during tax season and paydays. Chop. Cut that shit off. Like, we're done with that. The Chariot in reverse is like, we are very, very much done with that. Like, leave this motherfucker on red. Like, if I see you, I don't speak. That means I don't fuck with you. This is like dissing him in public with the Chariot here in reverse. This is, if I see you at the grocery store, keep it pushing. Don't come over here. Stay over there. Don't come over here. That's the energy that you're giving. All right, collective. Yeah, ooh. The 10, Wheel of Fortune, and I saw the 3 of Swords in reverse. So, honestly, it's for the best. Even for them, they'll realize, like, yeah, this is probably for the best. It's going to trigger some type of karmic lesson for them as well. So you're closing out this cycle here with someone who has just been this lover boy, lover girl kind of energy of kind of like keeping you like on a yo-yo, like someone here who like, they like to play games, but you don't have time for that. You move into something, you focus on your finances, you focus on your money, you focus on actually things that matter to you and not playing games with people. You got too much attention on you to be worried about people who are not a motherfucking factor. Okay, you're a non-motherfucking factor. Who said that? Was that Tam? She said you are a non-motherfucking factor. And this person is a non-motherfucking factor. Okay, the Hermit here, even if you are in a relationship, you have a fucking amazing relationship with yourself at this time. And I want to take time to acknowledge all the healing and all the self-love that you have been doing these last couple of months, because the person you are right now in December, your mentality, even the way you see yourself, even if there hasn't been any like big physical changes, you could have lost a couple of pounds since then, you could have put on some pounds, you could have did something different, maybe not much other than, it's long sleeve clothes time. But last year, from now to last year, you are different for sure. And even mentally, you're different. You are, you've grown a lot. And it's good to see you. And you look good growing, okay? You look good. You got the 10 of Cups coming in, which is a fulfillment of the whole entire family. Like, you're bringing in partners, babies, new groups of friends, new family, like hell, like new friends even. Like, you're gonna have a whole amazing team of people that actually love and support you. Like, you are purging out people who are non-motherfucking factors, and these are the people who put you, on the back burner, people who played games with you, people who tried to love bomb you and, give you the barest of the barest of the barest of the minimum just to keep you hanging around 3333. So, you stopped accepting breadcrumbs. You're confident. You are taking your power back, and being confident isn't being completely flawless. Being confident is turning your flaws into assets. It's being so authentic and so truthful with yourself, or it's like, yeah, you know what, I got a little acne problem, I got a little vanilla, you know what I mean? Like, you're highlighting those things, and maybe you won't highlight all of them, but it's like you're speaking on it, and you're going to be doing things here where people are going to notice that you have changed within yourself, at least energetically. Things are getting a lot better for you. The more confident you get, the stronger your manifestations, and the more you will attract abundance and prosperity into your life. All right? Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you all. I hope you enjoyed this message. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Until next time, I love you guys. Drink water, be safe, and peace.